Bias, it's been 19 months to this day that I saw my daughter. Bias, it's been 19 months to this day that I saw my daughter. 19 months. I remember her and Josh. I would make them a sandwich for lunch. And who would know that would be the last thing I ever would do for her? You heard Val was a cheerleader in choir and in theater. She was a music scholar, all district in golf. But most of all, she was a great daughter and my best friend. I am so glad that she shared her life with me and my wife. Val brought so many wonderful people into our lives. I thank her for that. I thank her for all the memories she left, and hurts even more to know I would never have any more with her. When I see her friends, I see a little bit of Val in each one of them. Mr. Bias, this is Valerie. This is what I remember. The year of 2007 was the best year of my life and the worst. Seeing Val graduate in the top 10% of her class and walking across that stage made me so proud. Me as a high school dropout, it made me even prouder. She had her life planned for her and Josh. Josh and her were inseparable. Josh was going to give Val a ring, an engagement ring. But he didn't want to do it on Christmas because he wanted that day to be special. He gave that ring to her in her coffin. I thank Josh for sharing me with Val, because a lot of times boyfriends separate parents from their kids. Josh let me into their lives. Mr. Bias, you made the decision that changed all our lives. The lives of Val's friends and family, but most of all, Josh. I saw your dad here crying in the courtroom, and I felt for the man. But he got to do one thing that I can't, and that was hold Valerie. He got to hold you. I'll never get to hold her again. Mr. Bias, I was there 30 minutes after you hit and murdered my daughter. It was there they told me that she was dead. I have seen the video, and I hope Valerie never saw you coming. Mr. Bias, I'm sure you suffer from PSD syndrome, but not because of the Army, because of what you did to Valerie. As a father, you dream of walking your daughter down the aisle and giving her away to the man she loves. The only memory I have, and it was the hardest thing I ever had to do, was kiss my daughter goodbye and close the coffin. I will never, ever see her again. But I know she died being loved. Loved by 500 family members and friends that attended her funeral. Mr. Baez, I would give 15 years of my life to spend one more day with my daughter. This is what I'll go to this afternoon. And tomorrow, because tomorrow's the 29th. We go every 29th. I'll go every Tuesday. I go every Thursday, because that's where I find peace. Maybe one day you'll find peace. But let this be a lesson that you could have changed and you didn't want to. And the death of Valerie is the cause of it. Thank you, Your Honor.